The occurrences of tiles. Okay, so this is the starting point. As you know, the title of this book is MOSAIC Life Tiles. These tiles, to be clear, are individual experiences and elements that touch upon the sides of other tiles that then come together in the composition of each story. This is a book of short stories. You will find that one story will tend to link to another story, by association with tiles past and tiles future, depending on the placement within the mosaic composition that makes up my fragmented life. It is with luck, guidance and advice from family and close friends, and careful thinking on my part sometimes, he said with a grin, that allowed this fragmentation to remain glued together, securing things in place and holding my life together. No doubt as time marches on, the glue will dry, no longer hold fast all the tiles. I imagine that will become self-evident as my health deteriorates, my bones become brittle, my muscles will start to strain and ache as atrophy sets in and the wonder of old age creeps up and takes a hold of me. I do not doubt that I will awaken one morning and look in the mirror as I do every day, then say, "Holy crap, whatever happened to me?" And I will be 78 years old seemingly all of a sudden, overnight. Is that how it happens? I have often tried figuring out the passage of time and how it marches on, but always seems to stay in the present. Yesterday is dead and gone, and tomorrow never comes, as the song says. I believe that was a Chris Christopherson tune, you know the one I'm referring to, and so yes, that would then logically only ever leave the present to deal with. The present to me has always been the past, now and the future all rolled up into one, and thus I will be looking in that mirror on that morning when I am 78 and ask, how the hell did I get here? Hopefully the crumbling of my life tiles will be a slow process, but for now the tiles hold tight and the mosaic is clearly seen. But as my memory fades, so will the tiles become more obscure and opaque. The cracks between them widen, and the tiles will chip away from the passage of time. But like I say, for now, they hold tight, and perhaps I can do them all justice in bringing them to life in these words, and allow them forever to hold tight in print. Here I offer you a close-up of each one in detailed drilled-down insight and fashion. Now, having said that, it does not mean that I'm about to start at the beginning of this life of mine, but rather tell you about my life's interesting happenings, my life's mosaic life tiles. This would then cover the period from now, being defined as the time of your choosing to read this, and maybe all the way back to the roots of my memories, which I presently put forth here. See how that presently inserted itself into my past again. The funny thing about writing is that although there is a fundamental platform governing the setting, the characters, and the plot, writing does have a way of taking on its own life, directing the author into areas sometimes hard to avoid and needing exploration. The trick is to bring things back on track and remain focused, driving to the conclusion, and a satisfactory conclusion at that. I'll be talking to you about things that stand out in a man's life, a teenager's life, a little boy's life. With some luck, you will be able to relate to similar experiences of your own, and if not similar, then my aim will be to enrich your emotions with heightened levels of imagination from my mind's eye to yours. I firmly believe that the theater of the mind is the most vivid, absorbing, and spectacular venue of the human experience, as evidenced by your own incredible dreams. For those of you of the opposite sex who happen to read the words contained within these pages, I trust that you will, with some caution and appreciation, open your mind to the workings of a male mind and accept both the pros and cons of my delivery. So without further ado, I will tell you about the experiences that created my mosaic life tiles. These experiences I will convey in the form of short stories, an anthology on the first series of life tiles. I will be sharing with you the unusual, the incredible, the unbelievable, and the thought-provoking realities that I am hoping will trigger amazing connections to experiences of your own. And with that, my life tiles can momentarily interchange places from within my mosaic makeup to yours. We've all had incredible life experiences that are unique and cannot be matched because only you can appreciate how it happened to you, in a very personal way. But sharing those experiences adds to the collective human bonding of living our lives, learning from each other, reveling in joy, and finding and offering empathy in despair, thus making the connection that unites us for a momentary interchange of life tiles. Some of those tiles to be found in this first anthology, and I give you Mosaic Life Tiles, Book 1 of my autobiography, Frank Julius Sankey,